after reintroducing himself to the world via a controversial and highly publicized freestyle cypher during the BET Hip Hop Awards in October. Rapper Eminem has been grabbing headlines everywhere for the unorthodox viral marketing campaign behind his latest album, Revival, which Mashable has labeled as one of the most elaborate marketing schemes we've seen in a long time. Utilizing a series of bogus websites, digital advertisements and even a special call-in hotline number, Eminem and his team have concocted a giant ad campaign for a fake pharmaceutical called Revival, employing snide references to past song lyrics and utilizing the backbeat from Dr. Dre and Eminem's I Need a Doctor as the on-hold music for the fraudulent hotline. Earlier this week, he posted a photo of a fake prescription teasing the song's title. Now, this morning, Eminem has dropped the lead single from his forthcoming album, Walk on Water, featuring the incomparable Beyoncé singing an airy gospel tune. The song has a stripped-down feel, built around an ambient piano melody and very sparse percussion. M spits verse after verse over sound effects of him ripping up pages of lyrics and occasional sighs that hint at waves of frustration and self-doubt. The absence of drums builds the track's tension quite effectively, and altogether there's a sense of firebrand preaching. M is here to testify. Building toward the track's conclusion, the Grammy winner expounds at length on the difficulty of facing the industry's expectations piled high on his return to the spotlight, touching on his concerns over whether this new music will satisfy fans or tarnish his legacy. Raising his head high and summing it all up at the track's conclusion, M seems to remember who he is and what he's done, flipping the track's sound with a series of record scratches and a triumphant quote: "As long as I gotta miss him, God like you and me are not alike." I wrote Stan. Walk on Water is available now for streaming on your DSP of choice. Why Eminem's Lose Yourself stands tall for the record in the tradition of Cirque du Soleil's hit musical adaptation success stories The Beatles' Love, Michael Jackson 1, and Viva Elvis, the Canadian theatre company's newest program, based on the music of Argentinian rock band Soda Stereo, has been grabbing attention around the world. Dale Play y conoce las ciudades confirmadas que el planeta SEP7 Imodia Visitara en el 2018 pic.twitter.com Clebid, Seacute P7 Emodia at Soda Cirque 7D October 17, 2017 SEP7 Emodia, as the production is titled, has been smashing box office records throughout Latin America, since opening in Argentina last March, where it was seen by over 530,000 people during a run of fewer than 100 performances. Capitalizing on that success, Cirque du Soleil has now announced that it will be bringing the show stateside for a pair of production runs in Miami and Los Angeles starting in spring 2018. The massive production includes over 100 performers and technicians, with 20 trucks needed to haul costumes, props, equipment, and the set pieces required to build the custom-crafted stage. Along with the forthcoming U.S. tour stops, the traveling production has also booked new dates in Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Paraguay. Specific show dates and ticket prices have yet to be announced, but more information on the upcoming shows can be found on Cirque du Soleil's website. LA declares November 10th Morrissey Day ahead of Hollywood Bolsho's rapper, activist and Public Enemy co-founder Chuck D has made cataloging the ins and outs of hip-hop's 40-plus-year history a pet project since first falling in love with the genre. The first hint I got of the music itself was as a teenager in New York. Chuck D told Billboard of his first encounter with rap in the mid-70s. I was like, what is this Muhammad Ali type stuff on top of music? The technology aspect of it bit me. Chuck previously wrote at length about his thoughts on the state of rap in his 1997 book, Fight the Power, but the idea of distilling the collected history of the musical form and its associated subgenres into a definitive play-by-play of its progression and development, and making it approachable and accessible even to the uninitiated or casual fan, has remained on his bucket list. Chuck D presents This Day in Rap and Hip-Hop History seeks to do just that. It could have been a series, he said regarding the breadth of ground he had to cover. But the thing you learn when doing something like this is the gift of truncating and balance. The book could have been 1,560 to 3,000 pages, he adds. With so much history condensed into just 352 pages, Chuck D confessed that part of the difficulty was remaining neutral and not allowing personal nostalgia to shift too much focus to the early years of rap history, when so much change and development has taken place in the past decade. You can't have any biases, he said. You've got to be astute enough and have respect for all periods of the music in order to make great parables and comparisons to the classic stuff that's already revered. Chuck D presents This Day in Rap and Hip-Hop History is out now, and is available in print or a digital version wherever books are sold. That's the Bobby Brown story coming fall 2018. It's been a strange day on Twitter. After more than 10 years in operation, the service has officially doubled its famously terse 140-character limit for all users. Artists, brands and content creators alike have been having a field day with the new 280-character change. Some, like Vice Media's incisive music and culture blog Noisy, seem intent on simply trumpeting the new change at the expense of rational thought. Jumpman, 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 Noisy at Noisy Music November 7, 2017. Or maybe they're still just really hyped on Jumpman. This may require further investigation. Others choose to use their newly extended character limit to send a message. In the case of the Fader, a few stanzas of lyrics from the intro to rapper Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares, an ostensible call-out to the rapper's ongoing legal troubles. Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, oh I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists, see my dreams unfold. The Fader at the Fader November 7, 2017. Many others simply took to Twitter to celebrate the new character limit in their own fashion, though some perhaps are posting more out of satire or as an attempt at some lighthearted trolling. It's tough to tell which clears throat again, because the first time didn't do the job. Clears throat one more time, continues clearing throat, drinks water, maybe that will do it. No batteries to clear throat to no avail, makes one final attempt at clearing throats. Up guys, Alex Toomey at Elect Toomey November 8, 2017. Winking face, 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 ID at ID November 7, 2017. Wow, 280 characters. Let me take this opportunity to urge you to call your local representatives and ask them to make another Tony Hawk game. The last one was a travesty and we cannot let the franchise be sullied. Please, this is important, do not let his legacy be tarnished. Jax Films at Jax Films November 7, 2017. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing? 280 characters. Capitol Records at Capitol Records November 8, 2017. We have all been masters of Twitter until this day, and it's hilarious. Erwagaya Hega Huden and Pouncherp Speech Bizjun Sidishses, Vijtujjivs Vishdujignik Dridi Bidi Bijudge Vayuabia DBD Vduj DBD BD BD Dia DBD BD 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 DVD Jage Begaya Haya Hebubkin and Injaber Hihi. Josh Groban at Josh Groban November 7, 2017. As Billboard reports, representatives for Twitter revealed that roughly 9% of all tweets written in English was previously hitting the 140-character limit, causing users to have to spend added time paring down their intended messages or even decide not to post at all. Given ongoing dips in user growth, Twitter hopes the expanded character limit will help drive engagement. Of course, not everyone is thrilled with the new change. Will the longer character limit end up benefiting the microblogging service in a big way, or go down as an uncomfortable flash in the pan? Either way, it's sure to add another strange chapter in the history of weird internet culture. What song is this? Comes to Google Assistant.